How do you thoughtfully and safely integrate artificial intelligence, or AI, into elementary and middle school education? Let's begin by exploring how artificial intelligence can transform educational experiences for our youngest learners. Artificial intelligence, or AI tools, present unprecedented opportunities to enhance learning experiences for elementary and middle school students. When thoughtfully integrated, these technologies can personalize learning paths, provide immediate feedback, and develop critical thinking skills that prepare young learners for an increasingly AI-integrated world. However, implementation must prioritize educational outcomes, developmentally appropriate engagement, and ethical considerations. Now, let's look at several key areas where AI integration shows particular promise for supporting young learners. First, let's consider how AI can provide personalized learning support. AI systems can analyze student performance patterns to identify knowledge gaps and learning preferences, allowing for truly personalized educational experiences. These systems can adapt difficulty levels, present content in preferred formats, and suggest activities that align with individual learning styles. Here's something to consider. How might personalized AI tutoring systems address the challenge of differentiated instruction in classrooms with diverse learning needs? And another important question to reflect on: what guardrails should be in place to ensure AI personalization enhances, rather than replaces, teacher-guided learning? Moving on to our second key area, let's explore how AI can provide immediate formative feedback to students. AI tools can provide immediate feedback on student work, from basic arithmetic to writing mechanics, allowing students to iterate and improve in real time without waiting for teacher assessment. This instant response can significantly accelerate the learning process. This leads us to consider: how might immediate AI feedback change students' relationship with making mistakes in the learning process? And we should also ask ourselves, what types of feedback are appropriate for AI to provide, versus what should remain in the domain of human teachers? Our third area focuses on creative expression and problem solving, which are crucial skills for young learners to develop. When properly scaffolded, AI can serve as a creativity tool that helps students brainstorm ideas, visualize concepts, and explore multiple approaches to solving problems. This partnership between student imagination and AI suggestion can open new creative possibilities. Let's pause to consider: how can we design AI-assisted creative activities that genuinely enhance student imagination rather than substitute for it? And another important question: what balance should we strike between AI-supported idea generation and independent student thinking? The fourth area where AI shows tremendous promise is in language learning and communication skills development. AI language tools can create immersive language learning experiences, support English language learners, and help students refine communication skills through guided practice. These tools can provide safe spaces for language experimentation and practice. A critical question emerges: how might AI language tools help bridge achievement gaps for English language learners while preserving cultural identity? We should also consider what potential concerns exist around students developing dependency on AI for language production. Finally, our fifth key area focuses on how AI can support accessibility and inclusion in our diverse classrooms. AI can make education more accessible by converting text to speech, providing real-time captioning, simplifying complex language, and offering multiple representation modes for concepts. These capabilities can dramatically improve learning experiences for students with diverse needs. This prompts us to ask: how can AI tools specifically address the needs of students with learning differences without stigmatizing them? And equally important, what role should AI play in ensuring equitable access to quality educational experiences, regardless of socioeconomic background? Now that we've explored the key areas where AI can enhance learning, let's turn our attention to implementation guidelines that can help us integrate these tools effectively and responsibly. Let's begin by considering what age-appropriate integration might look like across elementary and middle school. For our youngest learners in kindergarten through second grade, we should consider highly supervised AI use, focused on interactive storytelling, basic skills practice, and creative expression with substantial guardrails. As students progress to grades 3 through 5, we can introduce more guided AI use for research assistance, writing feedback, and problem-solving with clear frameworks. By the time students reach grades 6 through 8, we can support increasingly independent AI use, with emphasis on critical evaluation, ethical considerations, and understanding AI limitations. This developmental progression leads us to ask, how might developmental readiness influence the types of AI tools appropriate at different grade levels? And we should consider what scaffolding should be provided as students gain more independent access to AI tools. Beyond age-appropriate integration, developing digital citizenship and AI literacy is essential for students to use these tools responsibly. Successful integration requires developing robust AI literacy curricula that teach students to understand how AI systems work at an age-appropriate level, critically evaluate AI-generated information, recognize AI limitations and potential biases, and make ethical decisions about appropriate AI use. These skills are becoming as fundamental as traditional literacy in our technology-rich world. This raises important questions. What key concepts about AI should be part of every student's education by the end of middle school? And we should think about, how can we help students develop healthy skepticism toward AI without fostering technophobia? Of course, as we integrate these powerful tools, we must also carefully address ethical considerations to protect our students. We must implement strong data protections for student information, ensure transparency so students, teachers, and parents understand when and how AI is being used, address potential disparities in AI access and benefits, and prevent over-reliance on AI for skills students should develop independently. These ethical guardrails are essential for responsible implementation. Given these concerns, we should ask ourselves, how can schools balance innovation with appropriate caution regarding student data and privacy? And critically, what policies might help ensure AI tools don't exacerbate existing educational inequities? Finally, we must recognize that successful AI integration depends largely on comprehensive teacher professional development. Successful AI integration hinges on comprehensive teacher training that covers technical proficiency with AI educational tools, pedagogical approaches for effective AI integration, skills to guide students in responsible AI use, and methods to assess learning in AI-enhanced environments. Without this support, even the best tools will fail to achieve their potential. This leads us to consider, what specific supports do teachers need to feel confident integrating AI appropriately? And looking to the future, how should teacher education programs evolve to prepare new educators for AI-integrated classrooms? Now, let's summarize what we've learned with some major takeaways about integrating AI into elementary and middle school education. First, balance is essential. AI tools should enhance, not replace, human elements of education, including teacher guidance, peer collaboration, and independent skill development. Second, we must start with learning goals. Integration should begin with clear educational objectives rather than technology novelty, ensuring AI serves specific learning outcomes. Third, we need to develop AI literacy early. Students need age-appropriate understanding of how AI works, its limitations, and ethical considerations surrounding its use. Fourth, we must prioritize equity. Implementation must address potential access disparities and ensure AI benefits reach all students regardless of background. And fifth, we need to create appropriate guardrails. Different age groups require different levels of supervision, scaffolding, and boundaries when engaging with AI tools. With these key insights in mind, let's consider the next steps educators and administrators might take to move forward with thoughtful AI integration. To begin, we should conduct pilot programs with clear evaluation metrics to assess effectiveness of specific AI tools for different subjects and grade levels. This evidence-based approach will help identify which tools truly enhance learning outcomes. Next, we should develop comprehensive K-8 AI literacy curricula that grows in sophistication as students advance, ensuring they develop the skills to navigate an AI-rich world responsibly. Third, we must create robust professional development programs that prepare teachers to integrate AI effectively, acknowledging that educator comfort and competence with these tools is essential for successful implementation. Fourth, schools and districts should establish clear policies addressing AI tool selection, data privacy, and appropriate implementation guidelines to ensure consistent and ethical use across classrooms. And finally, we should engage parents as partners through education about how AI is being used and how they can support appropriate use at home, recognizing that families play a crucial role in healthy technology habits. Looking beyond these immediate next steps, there are several thought-provoking long-term considerations we should keep in mind as we navigate this educational transformation. Human relationship primacy. How do we ensure that the fundamental human relationships at the heart of education remain central as AI becomes more sophisticated? Evolving skill priorities. Which human capabilities will become more valuable as AI handles routine tasks, and how should education adapt to emphasize these uniquely human strengths? Identity development impacts. How might growing up with AI influence students' sense of intellectual identity, creativity, and independence? Shifting assessment paradigms. How should evaluation of student learning evolve in a world where AI can produce polished work products? Preparing for unknown futures. How do we prepare students for a technological landscape that will likely change dramatically before they enter the workforce?